pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening, and thank you for being here this evening for this special meeting. At this time, I am looking for a motion to adopt the agenda. Moved by
Second.
DeLuca, second by Burek. Any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to staff from the county to talk about our Board of Appeal and Equalization, and then we'll have the public hearing after that.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I'm Jason Veit. I am the Hennepin County Residential Appraiser. Also with us is David Thompson. He is the Commercial Appraiser. So for the 2025 assessment, taxes payable 2026, our sales study period is from October 2023 through September of 2024. We had 21 single-family home sales, and last year we did 113 quintile reviews, of which 31 were either interior or verbal reviews, and there were also 19 new construction reviews, which not necessarily new houses, but for decks, basement finish, things like that. Based on our sales analysis and our market study, property values saw the following increases and decreases. For residential, increased by 1.4%. The duplex triplex was decreasing negative 1.9%, and the apartment, they were decreasing negative 2.2%. The commercial, they remained flat, no increase or decrease, and the industrial, they were increasing by 0.6%. The notices were mailed out, I believe, February 28th, and from that time, I received a total of 5 calls, 3 which were homestead questions, and 2 were taken care of over the phone, explaining the process and certain values that showed up on their notice. As far as that, that's all I have.
Thank you for that overview.
I guess, yeah, the only thing that I would add is I didn't receive any calls on the for any commercial or industrial properties. It's been very quiet. Might have to do with the fact that, we held values relatively flat across the board. Just didn't see a lot of movement in anything, so there really wasn't a reason for us to increase anything.
Thank you. Any questions from council or staff? Councilmember DeLuca.
Jason, a residential question. I understand the sales period that you looked at, and in your packet there were a number of nice analysis. In a number of those that were in the packet, the sale price during that period was in many cases significantly more than the assigned 2025 estimated value. If those were all arm-length transactions, intuitively it would seem to me that there would be a closer parallel to that. Can you explain why that isn't the case?
We do, so for me, I do call on all the sales that happen to try and get the story of why it sold for what it did. And I try to call both the buyers and sellers, because it's hard to, what was done with the property, it's hard to ask the buyers because they're just walking into it. So I try to get a better picture with that. Sometimes, yeah, we're gonna be super low. I noticed there are a couple sales that happened moving forward already in this study period where I called on it and sold for way more than what we have on it. So I know we will be looking at, you just can't bump a house or an area up off of one sale. We try to get, a few sales. So I guess as far as that's going, I think Maple Plain, there's, like I said, there are a couple sales that have happened already this year where well above the price that we had, so I haven't gotten an answer back yet. I did leave messages, so just kind of waiting to see what the story is behind the purchase price.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, at this time, I am looking for a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Councilmember DeLuca,
I'll second it.
second by Councilmember, whoops, sorry. Motion by Councilmember Francis, second by Councilmember DeLuca. All in favor of opening the public hearing, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, the public hearing is open at 7:07. Anyone to speak for the public hearing? Seeing no one in the audience, anyone to speak for the public hearing? And anyone to speak for the public hearing? At this time, I am looking for a motion to close the public hearing.
I move we close the public hearing.
Moved by Councilmember DeLuca.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Francis. All in favor of closing the public hearing, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The ayes have it 5-0. The public hearing is closed at 7:08 PM. At this time, if there's no other business to come before us from the county, David or Josh, okay. Anything from staff? All right, anything from any council members? All right, looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Burek. Second by Ravizio. All in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Ayes have it 5-0. The meeting is adjourned at 7:08.